So how do you record a podcast video? Very easy. In fact, that's one of the best things you could probably do for yourself, and we'll get into that in just a minute. But we'll go over how to record the video part of it and how to set it up and how to edit it as well. So let's get started. By the end of this video, you're going to know about your camera, your lights, your microphones, how to set it all up. We'll go through the recording process very quickly and then talk a little bit about the editing process to make sure you have a really great podcast video. So let's jump in. Of course, one of the first things you're going to need is a camera. Now, you can set up a DSLR or some type of mirrorless thing, or chances are you could probably get started right now with what you have in your pocket, or maybe you're even watching it right now. Yes, your smartphone. Things have advanced so much with smartphone cameras, it really is kind of amazing what you may have in your pocket right now and what kind of filming you could do with it. I would strongly suggest you start there, that's for sure, just to get under the routine, just to get a few reps under your belt. Try to get things started, and if you find out, no, this isn't for me, you haven't made like a $6,000 or $10,000 investment in a fancy camera and tripod. That's fine. You didn't cost yourself anything. But at the same time, your cell phone, your smartphone is going to do a pretty good job. The only thing that's not going to be great, it's going to be good, but not great, is the audio. Microphones are key when it comes to some type of a podcast. In fact, microphones have been given a lot more credit than video. The phrase out in Hollywood is any major motion picture is 51% audio, 49% video. Yes, bad audio will kill a video faster than a bad video will. More people will tune out if the audio sounds bad than they will if there are a couple glitches, or maybe it's just slightly out of focus, or there's stuff that the camera was doing. More people will bail on the audio than they will bail on the video. So at your earliest convenience, please, please, please try to upgrade your audio equipment, whether it be microphones, interfaces, cables, whatever the case may be. Try to do that not in your smartphone. It'll work to get you started, but don't live there, okay? Now, there are microphones that you can use. For example, something very similar to this lavalier mic that would plug into your smartphone. That's a much better route than setting up the smartphone, say 2 or 3 feet away, and just trying to record off the microphone that's in the bottom of it. That's not great. But if you get one of these mics, the receiver plugs directly into your smartphone. That's some halfway decent audio. And especially if you get to record, you can control the recording settings in the phone and in the software, and you can get a better quality recording. Now you're cooking with gas. That'll work. I mean, this particular microphone, something like this, just the microphone alone, you could probably get a lavalier microphone for less than $10. But what you do is you have this attached to a transmitter, and then you have the receiver plugged directly into your smartphone. There's a wireless component here. I'm transmitting to the receiver. The receiver is plugged directly into the smartphone, and that's how it's getting the sound. That's a lot better than setting your smartphone up 2, 3, 4 feet away and going off of the ambient room noise. That sounds terrible on a smartphone. Trust me, been there, done that. The more direct audio you can put into your phone, the much better off you'll be. And you can control the settings. Without getting too technical on it, there's good recordings and there's bad recordings, and you can turn it up and turn it down and stuff like that. Not just volume, but quality aspects as well. Those are controllable by the software that's probably going to be in your phone to go with that recording software. So that just ratchets the whole thing up tenfold. So if you can get the lavalier mic that transmits to your phone, all the better. And one other thing to consider is your lighting. And this can go several different directions as well. Very inexpensive, you could get away with probably a ring light. Most of those are like $35 or less off of Amazon, off of a local department store, maybe Walmart or something like that. Or you can order them. The other thing is sit in front of a window. Just open the window a little bit. As long as you don't have direct, harsh, bright sunlight coming at you, you want a more diffused light, a more indirect light. For example, if I'm going to be sitting in front of the window, I want the light coming this direction, and I'm going to be over here, so the light's not hitting me directly, but it's lighting up the room. That's the way to go. And if you do end up with direct light, just throw a translucent shower curtain up there. That'll diffuse the light, make it a lot softer, and still look natural, but it won't give you those sharp edges between the light and the shadow. You don't want that. You want a nice, soft, even light. You could go outside. That'll take care of it too. Or if you want, you can spend a few $1,000s on some mic stands, a big old beauty light, a big 2, 3, 4, 5, 7-foot diameter light, a diffusion material of some sort. Now you're starting to talk some bucks here, but that would be down the road. Let's hold off and let's just get you up and running and see if this is right for you. So those are the key components: your camera, your audio, and your lighting. Get all three of those together. Start playing around with it. Be sure that you have some nice shadow, some soft shadow, a little bit of dimension to you. Maybe even put some lights in the background to show the depth that's behind you. Your cameras now, pretty amazing what they're coming up with. Smartphones now have some type of aperture setting. That'll give you a little depth of field. You see how that stuff behind me is out of focus and kind of blurry? That's what you want. The background is there, it's recognizable, but it's not in such sharp focus to be distracting and somebody's like, oh, what's he got behind him there? You can see it, but you're not paying attention to it. That's the way you want it. And these new cameras now have that setting in there to blur the background. When they take pictures, it's called portrait mode. You might find that now in your video menu. So going over podcasting, going over video, a little bit of camera, a little bit of lighting, that's what we do here. I hope you're getting a lot of value out of this one. Be sure to like the video and pass it on to anybody you know who needs it. Be sure to subscribe too, because we cover all this kind of stuff constantly, and it's just to get you up and running very efficiently and very cost effectively. So that's what we like to do around here. There are several different ways you can record this. First of all, there's online software. You can do all this kind of stuff with either Zoom or Microsoft Teams or Google Meet, getting everybody in a gallery view and being able to separate that out to get everybody talking or interacting together. Any of that software will work. Now, you can start with the free version. Just be aware of your time constraints. You can't record all day long on Zoom if you've got a free account. Be sure to keep your episodes to less than that, or be ready to shoot multiple different files, and you'll be editing them together to make one long episode. That'll work too. You could also do this kind of like one step removed, and that would be with screen capture software. You know when somebody's doing a demonstration, you see them clicking around their screen, and maybe they're in a little circle in the bottom corner, or maybe they're in the upper corner or something like that, or maybe they're not even there. They're just doing the narration and you see their cursor moving around. That would be screen capture software, and there are tons of them out there that do this. Several of them for free, several of them are for subscription, even a couple for open source that would be free. There's one that I'm still kicking around. It's called OBS Studio. That's a very powerful one. Got some quirks to it. I'm still trying to figure it out, but I've had a lot of good results with it. There's some of my other videos that I've done some demonstrations on some editing software. Check those out and you'll see what I mean by the screen capture software. So now that you're into recording podcast videos, I have a special gift for you, a free guide to free video editing software. In the description down below, click the link and get yourself a free copy of it. All right, it's that simple. It covers both Mac and PC platforms, anything you would need, a whole bunch of pros and cons, pluses and minuses, learning curves and stuff like that to help you pick out a great software that's for you. And plus they're free. Feel free to download them, try them. If that's not the one for you, go grab another one. But they're all in one convenient guide. Click the link in the description right now and get your copy. I'm Nic Natarella with AdWise Creative. Thank you for watching.